Sisters and brothers, if that's the case, then how do these people feel anything? How are they cognizant? That body go to the grave and that soul go down to the world of the dead.
That's right.
Under the sun is in our realm, sister and brother.
Yes.
Let's go to Psalm 6. Let's go to Psalm 6. Let's go to another place. I saved some places that people may go, so when they try to go there, we can cut the fat back. And we're going to cut it. Psalm 6 and 4. Psalm 6.
Return, O Lord.
Uh-huh.
Deliver my soul. O save me for thy mercy's sake.
Mm-hmm.
For in death there is no remembrance of thee. In the grave, who shall give thee thanks?
Notice this, sister and brother. He said, verse 5, for in death there is no remembrance of thee. In the grave, who's going to give you thanks? Grave here is Sheol. Who's going to give the Lord thanks in Sheol? Even though the righteous on the righteous side and the wicked on the wicked side, you're still in hell.
That's right.
But let's look up this word remembrance. Hebrew 21:43. 21:43. 21:43. The Hebrew word is zakar. There you go.
Zakar.
Yep.
A memento.
A memento. You know what a memento is? That's a token. That's something you keep, right?
Abstractly recollection.
Abstractly what?
Recollection.
Uh-huh.
Rarely, if ever.
And it's rarely ever talking about memory. It's a memento. Come on.
By implication.
By implication.
Commemoration.
Commemoration.
Memorial.
Memorial.
Memory.
Yep.
Remembrance.
Yep.
Sent.
Right. Okay, let's read this in context. I love to say that. Return, O Lord, deliver my soul. O save me for thy mercy's sake. For in death there is no commemoration of thee. In Sheol, who gonna give you thanks? That's what that's saying. You can't. How do we commemorate the Lord here while we live it? By keeping His Sabbath day.
Praising Him.
By praising Him. By keeping His holy days. That's how we commemorate. In the world of the dead, ain't none of that.
No book.
Ain't no commemoration going on down there. They waiting on something to happen, which we're gonna show you. We're gonna have later on in the second leg. That's what that means. Ain't talking about you just totally and forgot. We're gonna prove that to you right now. Let's go to Genesis chapter 4. Genesis chapter 4. I'm having fun with this. I had fun with Enoch. Having more fun. See, sisters and brothers, we give you death and afterlife as you have never heard it before in your life.
Never.
Stop. Genesis 4 and 8. Let's deal with Cain and Abel.
And Cain talked with Abel his brother.
Yep.
And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him.
Yep.
And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
The voice of thy brother's blood cried unto me from the ground.
11.
Sister, go ahead.
And now art thou cursed.
That's it. I just want 10.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's fine.
And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood cried from the ground. Now, you get brothers to go here and reason this away. Talk about, that's talking about his works, right? His works spoke for him. Is it? That's what he's talking about. Did it not say voice? Go look up the Hebrew word voice and see if it say cry loud. He, back to Enoch. We're going back to the book of Enoch, chapter 22. You there?
Mm-hmm.
Read verses 5 and 6.
I saw the spirit of a dead man making suit.
This is Raphael was taking him, when he was taking him on Sheol, the underworld. We just read this. He was showing him about the souls and everything. So he said this one spirit making suit. Go ahead.
And his voice went forth to heaven and made suit.
And his voice went forth to heaven and made suit. Go ahead.
And I asked Raphael, the angel who was with me.
Uh-huh.
And I said unto him, This spirit which maketh suit, whose is it?
He said, Raphael, this particular spirit that's making suit, whose is it? What did he say?
Whose voice goeth forth and maketh suit to
Whose
heaven.
voice goeth forth to make suit? What did he say?
And he answered me, saying, This is the spirit which went forth from Abel.
This is the spirit which went forth from who?
Abel,
Uh-huh.
whom his brother Cain slew.
Whom his brother Cain slew.
And he makes his suit against him till his seed is destroyed from the face of the earth. And his seed is annihilated from amongst the seed of men.
Abel is in the world in Sheol crying out to the Lord to take vengeance on his brother Cain for killing him.
That's right.
Wow.
That's what Genesis is talking about.
Oh,
Enoch told him before Genesis was wrote.
That's right.
Now you understand. The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
Teach it, brother.
Sheol was in the middle of the earth.
Teach it, brother.
Where all the dead souls went
Uh-huh.
prior
Teach
to
it.
Christ coming.
Teach it now. All right now.
He's crying out against his brother. And guess what? The Lord took vengeance on Cain. We'll show you that at a later time. Cain was dealt with. Guess what? We're going to show you this in the New Testament too, on the next leg. Let's go to 1 Samuel. Oh, yeah. Let's go to 1 Samuel. Let's go to Samuel. Yeah, we got to go deal with this one. Yeah, brother, we got to go get this one. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 28. Yes. 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel 28. So now you know what Ecclesiastes means. Now you know man dies, the breath stops, the body's buried, and the soul goes into eternity.
Amen. Teach
You
it.
see that. You read that. But we brought it from the beginning on down. So you can get a full understanding of this thing. 1 Samuel 28, because this is messed up bad. We're going to clear it up right here, Sister Karen. You ready for this?
yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. 1 Samuel 28, 3, brother.
Now Samuel was dead,
Samuel was dead.
and all Israel had lamented him,
Yes.
and buried him in Ramah, even in his own city. And Saul had put away those that had familiar spirits, and the wizards out of the land.
Because the Lord had them to put away all the folks that had dealt with familiar spirits, and necromancers out of the land. In the law. Come on. Let's get down to verse 5.
And when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled. And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets.
You know, the Urim is what the priests had on, and that's how they get the response from the Lord, because the Urim will light up. Give a yes or a no answer. Or it wouldn't light up. It wouldn't light up, or it would light up. That's what the Urim was. He had the Urim and the Thallium. Okay? So the Lord was not dealing with Saul, because Saul, he was done with Saul. And the Philistine was on his heels. So what does he do? Come on.
7. Then said Saul unto his servants, Seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit, that I may go to her, and inquire of her. And his servant said to him, Behold, there is a woman that hath a familiar spirit at Endor.
The witch at Endor. Come on.
8. And Saul disguised himself,
Yep.
and put on other raiment. And he went, and 2 men with him. And they came to the woman by night. And he said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me him up, whom I shall name unto thee.
So Saul then disguised himself, go to this lady and said, bring him up whom I shall name you. People look at who he went to, not looking at who she brought up.
11.
Come on.
11. Then said the woman, Whom shall I bring up unto thee? And he said, Bring me up Samuel.
Listen at this now, sister brother. First of all, Saul was the king of Israel, right?
That's right.
Now, if Saul them did not think that when you die, you go to the world of the dead, why would he be going to the land about bring me up Samuel? If he knew that was no way possible that she could do that.
That's right. Teach it.
So this just skipped people's mind. Why would Saul go to this lady? That's because, brother DeAndre, he gonna bring up a demon. We finna find that out right now. Why would he go to her talking about bring up Samuel if that's something that was totally impossible? So this just skips your mind on it. We're gonna make it skip right back in your mind. Come on, brother. Let's
12.
go.
12. And when the woman saw Samuel,
Yeah.
she cried with a loud voice.
And when the woman saw who?
Samuel.
When she saw a demon.
When she saw Samuel,
Oh, okay.
she cried with a loud voice.
All right.
And the woman spake to Saul, saying, Why hast thou deceived me?
Okay.
For thou art Saul.
Yep.
And the king said unto her, Be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth.
You look at that word gods, it's translated spirits, okay? Okay, go ahead.
14. And he said unto her, What form is he of?
What form is he of? So just one person came up, not a whole bunch of them. Just one.
And she said,
Uh-huh.
An old man cometh up,
An old man cometh up,
and he is covered with a mantle.
and he's covered with a what?
A mantle.
Come on.
And Saul perceived that it was Samuel.
And Saul perceived that it was Samuel.
And he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself.
Okay, stop. Let's look up this word perceive. Hebrew 30:45. I got to look some of these words up for you. Rest of them you can look up yourself. Saul perceived it was Samuel. So let's look up the word perceive, bro. Bias. Perceive. Give him the Hebrew word.
Yada.
Yada.
To know.
To what?
Know.
To know. That what the Hebrew word perceive mean. To know. That means he knew who she brought up. Come on.
Properly to ascertain by seeing.
So ascertain by seeing. Come on.
Using a great variety of senses. Figurative, literal, euphemistic.
Just get the one. What's the name? Highlight. Acknowledge.
Acknowledge.
That's it. To know.
So he knew Saul.
But you know what? When people go here, they got to say it was a demon because you done told people ain't no afterlife. You just dead in the grave. So if you tell people that's Samuel, guess what? Now comes the domino effect. Now you got to explain how it's Samuel, but it's before dead.
That's right.
So guess what? It's a demon she brought up. No, Saul knew it was Samuel. We're going to show you who else knew too. Come on, keep reading, bro.
15.
We're going to make some people real mad.
And Samuel said to Saul.
Yep. But it ain't our fault, bro, because they get mad. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at him. We're just teaching the truth. But that truth make folk mad. I like that kind of company.
15.
Go ahead.
And Samuel said to Saul.
And listen, and Samuel said to Saul. Didn't say the demon did.
And Samuel said to Saul.
And Samuel said to